Dear friend, I hope your new year has been off to a good start. I feel like January flew by for a lot of us, and I hope you've been able to catch your breath. For me and my family, our new year doesn't begin until February 11th, which is Chinese New Year. It's a 15-day celebration that actually begins with deep cleaning our home, organizing our space, and letting go of unwanted things. This is a ritual that has been passed down from my family and culture. Cleaning and wiping away the dust is said to get rid of bad spirits and welcome new energy. While there's also a social pressure to be super productive in January, I try not to get too overwhelmed by doing everything at once. Instead, I create a simple checklist and mark off at least one thing each day. When we commit to doing a little each day, it is easier to build this habit long term. Today I'm organizing this miscellaneous drawer in our kitchen. This drawer gives me so much anxiety every time I walk past it, so this was the first thing on my list. I think we all have a drawer like this. Wow, I'm pretty embarrassed by the most random things we have in here. I purchased a few of these trays at Container Store without really measuring prior, and honestly I'm quite shocked at how close I got. The second thing on my checklist was our fridge. This is the busiest part of our home, so this was also on the top of my list of deep cleaning. Our master closet isn't very big, but I think it works perfectly for us. My husband and I don't have a lot of clothes, which I think is a good thing. For the past 2 years, I've been practicing a minimalism lifestyle, which is the art of owning less and focusing on what we already have. One of the things I've cut down on my spending is on clothes, especially on fast fashion. Quality over quantity. It's not about how much you have, but what you can do with what you have. Nowadays, I buy everything with the intention that I would keep and use forever. This way, each thing you own is truly meaningful and serves a purpose. There's less clutter and more space for love and gratitude. Around this time of the year, I also refresh my vision board. This is a ritual that I've continued for 5 years now. I know the idea of a vision board sounds silly at first, but it's essentially a visualization practice. It puts all of my goals and aspirations into imagery, which is sometimes more powerful than words itself. This was my board last year in which, no lie, everything came true, including the positive pregnancy, even though I didn't carry to full term. A vision board is like mind mapping. It's a creative process that helps you to narrow down on what is important to you, your values, and what you want to achieve and experience. When I make a vision board, I feel connected to the images, which I then think leaves a subconscious imprint in my mind, serving as kind of a roadmap of what I want to attract in my life. Then somehow my year unfolds based on these images. One of my goals this year is to eat more vegetables and incorporate more vegan meals into my diet. One of the ways we can add more vegetables to our diet is by making them into soups. Today, I want to share with you one of my all-time absolute favorite nutrient-dense veggie broths. It's more like an immune-boosting elixir that is packed full of vitamins, minerals, and cancer-fighting ingredients. All you need is a bunch of vegetables that you probably already have in your kitchen. These are carrots, sweet and red potatoes, leek, celery, onion, garlic, kombu, parsley, black peppercorns, allspice, and bay leaves. It's so easy to prepare, and all their veggies are cut into thirds or quartered. Place everything in a 12-quart stock pot, cover with clean drinking water, bring to a boil, and then simmer on low for a minimum of 2 hours. This broth gets better the longer the simmer time. For me, the sweet spot is usually about 3 hours, but I do a taste test every 30 minutes after the 2-hour mark. Make sure you check on it every now and then. If the veggies start to peek out at the top, just add more water. After about 3 hours, this is what the soup looks like. Absolute magic mineral goodness. Personally, I don't think this broth needs any salt, but feel free to add this at the end. You can batch make these, and these are also freezer friendly. Last year, I batch made all of my favorite broths so that they were ready on hand for my IVF transfer, especially during the 2-week wait. I wanted to make sure I was getting more wholesome foods, and drinking soup was my favorite way of getting the nutrition I needed. You can store this in the refrigerator for 3 to 5 days or up to 3 months in the freezer. Simply reheat on the stovetop and sip gently. This broth warms my heart and soul. Wishing you well, my friend. Until next time.